The National Eligibility Entrance Test is the sole gateway to becoming a doctor in India. For millions of Indian teenagers, it is a brutal bottleneck for survival, fought over a heavily restricted resource. Over 2.27 million applicants compete for a tiny fraction of available government medical seats. Statistically, only 1 in 10 secures a spot. Families liquidate life savings for coaching centers, creating a crushing psychological weight that dictates a student's every waking hour. On May 4, 2026, just 24 hours before the exam, a student from Uttarakhand died by suicide in the coaching hub of Kota. Securing a medical seat has become a fatal contest, where the metrics of success are often overshadowed by the high number of student casualties. Indian society tolerates this high-pressure environment because the system promises one thing, that on exam day, the evaluation will be absolutely fair. That promise of fairness collapsed right after the May 3rd exam. Reports emerged of a guess paper circulating on WhatsApp in coaching hubs like Sikar, Rajasthan, before the test had even finished. This diagram shows the extent of the overlap. When authorities compared the black market papers to the official exam, they found exactly 120 matching questions. On May 12th, the National Testing Agency officially canceled the exam for all 2.27 million candidates, scheduling a total re-examination for June. The exam cycle reached a total breaking point, leaving millions of students stranded by a breach that the NTA could not contain. The scale of the leak triggered a multi-state investigation, and on May 12th, the Central Bureau of Investigation officially took over the probe. Investigators began identifying a sophisticated network of insiders. In Maharashtra, the CBI arrested professors like P.V. Kulkarni, who were allegedly dictating leaked questions to students during private special classes. To prevent this exact scenario, the government had recently introduced the Public Examinations Prevention of Unfair Means Act of 2024. This specific text highlights the law's most severe penalties, including imprisonment of up to 10 years and fines of 1 crore rupees for organized examination fraud. Despite these threats of long-term imprisonment, the legislation failed to deter the organized syndicates that infiltrated the 2026 exam cycle. Severe laws on paper have proven powerless against a black market, sustained by the desperation of millions of families. The 2026 collapse was the result of warning signs that were ignored 2 years earlier. After the 2024 exam, a record 67 students achieved perfect scores. The NTA blamed the anomaly on a flawed grace marks policy, even as allegations of paper leaks surfaced in Patna. In 2024, the Supreme Court refused to order a nationwide re-exam, stating the beneficiaries of the fraud could be successfully isolated from honest students. By treating the 2024 failures as a manageable glitch, the authorities allowed the underlying rot to grow until the entire system collapsed in 2026. Mass student protests erupted across Delhi immediately after the cancellation, with families demanding the resignation of the National Testing Agency's leadership. Political leaders like C. Joseph Vijay have used the crisis to renew demands for the complete abolition of the NEET system, arguing that a centralized exam is fundamentally vulnerable to this scale of fraud. The betrayal felt by students gave rise to the Cockroach Junta Party, a satirical movement that reached 1 million members in 48 hours as an expression of total youth disillusionment. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan admitted to a breach in the command chain and announced that NEET would shift to a computer-based format starting in 2027. Shifting to digital testing is a minor adjustment that fails to address the institutional corruption that allows leaks to happen in the first place. The absolute scarcity of medical seats in India provides the perfect environment for criminal syndicates to thrive. An entire generation of students is being forced to view their worth through the lens of a compromised winner-takes-all exam, causing deep psychological damage. Until India addresses the root cause of the scarcity, the black market will continue to exploit the system, claiming the futures and the lives of its youth.